I'm canvassing door to door to take Canada's pulse and see how satisfied you are with our Liberal government. Hello, I'm from the Liberal Party and
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Pleb. In today's story, Justin Trudeau desperation levels hit an all-time high. Today, press conference. Justin Trudeau blames Donald Trump and MAGA for Canadians losing interest in the Ukraine war. As well, tonight, new footage has emerged of Pierre Poilievre's exchange yesterday where you see the reporter's face and the footage is epic. And in our last story, Justin Trudeau is hiring a PR firm to fix his badly damaged image. You won't want to miss tonight's story. Stick around. Hey, I need your help. I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers on this channel. I currently have 55,000. So if you guys want to help me hit my goal right now, smash subscribe, because the more I grow, the more the left cries. It's a win-win. Today's episode has been brought to you by Beaver Bitcoin, the Pleb's favorite Bitcoin exchange. Now, everyone knows the Pleb is a freedom fighter, but do you know who else is a freedom fighter? The Bitcoin community at large. They supported the truckers when the bank account froze, and when I saw that, I just said to myself, these are my people. Now, if you guys want some Bitcoin, you can head over to beaverbitcoin.com. The link's in the description below. Thank you for sponsoring my channel. Let's start the report. Welcome to your Friday report. 3 videos in 3 days. Are you guys happy? We're going to have ourselves a good show here today because new footage has emerged from Pierre Poilievre's hilarious viral exchange yesterday between the reporter and Pierre. We actually see her face and watch her reactions, and quite frankly, it's amazing. But before we get to that, it appears that the pendulum is swinging here in Canada, as now the CBC appears to be turning on Justin Trudeau. Don't believe me? Watch this hilarious clip. Now, I am no stranger here to trashing This Hour Has 22 Minutes, but this clip is actually hilarious, and I gotta give credit where credit is due. Watch this. It's just so great. They absolutely roast Trudeau.
I'm canvassing door to door to take Canada's pulse and see how satisfied you are with our Liberal government. Hello, I'm from the Liberal Party, and we Liberals know that after 8 years, Canadians are looking for change. That's why we're out here polling. We want the truth, unfiltered. We can skip this one.
What is that? There's an F Trudeau on the back of their pickup truck.
We can skip this one. Should just mark them down as undecided. What's important is that Canadians know we're listening, finally, after 8 years. Because now we know we're in trouble. Hey, I lost my job! I lost my job! Hey, you hear me? I'm gonna kill you! Excuse me, are you better or worse off than you were 8 years ago?
Seriously?
She's in a tent.
The Liberals! We're running again, because if we stop running, you might catch us!
Oh man, that is actually pretty good. You know what? Comedy should never be one-sided. Comedy should be making fun of everyone. And that is one of my biggest criticisms from This Hour Has 22 Minutes. They always seem to be bashing only conservatives, and that's not what comedy is about. So when I see clips like this, it actually gives me hope. I mean, look at these comments here when This Hour Has 22 Minutes decides to make fun of both sides. They're actually getting good feedback. Russ says, Canadians know we are listening finally after 8 years. That was pretty funny. Or how about from Miss Colby saying, so close to the truth. That's what comedy is. It's making fun of the powerful, getting close to the truth. How about Jason? He says, they nailed it, LOL. What did Crazy Woman Sadness says, perfect, with the laugh emojis. And D-Rock says, hold up, is comedy being allowed back? Wow, who knew? This hour has 22 minutes, makes fun of both sides, and you're finally getting some good feedback. People are dying to laugh at both sides. Hopefully, this is a trend that continues. Good job, this hour has 22 minutes. In our next story, we're going to go back to yesterday's clip between Pierre Poilievre and the Canadian Press reporter. Now, you guys really seem to love that exchange as I'm reading the comments, and you guys can't get enough of Pierre Poilievre just demolishing the journalist. Well, I have an actual treat for you guys today, as new footage has emerged of this reporter and Pierre Poilievre's exchange, but we can actually see the reporter and her facial reactions. Now, as I mentioned here on Twitter, this reporter from the Canadian Press has she, her pronouns in her bio, not surprising, and quite frankly looks like a Starbucks barista. Let's go watch the clip of Pierre Poilievre and her having a back and forth. Shout out to Rebel News who produced this amazing clip. Let's go have a laugh.
Hi, Paula Lorigio with the Canadian Press. Et si vous pouviez répondre dans les deux langues officielles, je l'apprécierais beaucoup. Do you think it was responsible for you to call yesterday's explosion by the by the checkpoint at the Rainbow Bridge terrorism?
Okay, first of all, where is the professionalism in journalism? Why is this reporter dressed up like Avril Lavigne from the 90s? Why are you wearing a beanie cap? You have your nails painted. You do not look like a professional. Why are they allowing people like this close to the next Prime Minister of Canada? It's a disgrace.
When no U.S. or Canadian officials said that was or authorities said that was the case, and when the New York governor also said there was no evidence to suggest terrorism activity.
Actually, you're wrong. You're a CP? Okay, so CP, by the way, CP, just for everyone's knowledge, did have to make 3 corrections for falsehoods that they put into a single article. I think that might be unprecedented. I'm actually thinking about checking with the Guinness Book of World Records to see if there's ever been a news agency that has had to issue 3 corrections for patent falsehoods that they admit they had been made in one single article, and now you've made yet another falsehood in your question.
Could this guy be any more goated? Like, Pierre's the goat, man. He's the goat. Ain't no journalist can step up to this guy without getting absolutely humiliated.
Where you are wrong is that CTV reported that the government of Canada was presuming that the incident was terrorist. So, yeah, that's what I said in my remarks. You're right. It was a media report.
But it's citing media reports and not...
Which is what I said. In the House, I said there are media reports.
And you think that's a responsible thing to go on, to make that kind of a statement at the time without speaking?
What kind of statement?
Calling something terrorism.
I didn't. I said there were media reports.
That's the distinction we're making? Okay.
No, there's no...
Why do these wokies, why do they all look the same? They all look the same. Also, why is she wearing headphones around her neck? What's up with that? What kind of reporter shows up looking like they're... God, I don't even know how to describe this. This is just such a childish look.
Media reports.
That's the distinction we're making? Okay.
No, there's no distinction. What I said, and I was right, was that there were media reports of a terror-related event. By your admission, there were media reports of a terror-related event. And that media report, according to CTV, unless you're questioning their integrity now, came from security officials in the Trudeau government. So do you think the CTV was irresponsible in putting out that tweet?
Do you think it was responsible?
Oh my God, her reaction. Look at, she just like, look at her reaction.
Do you think it was responsible comment to make in the House of Commons?
Sorry, I'm asking, I have already answered that. Do you think CTV was irresponsible to put that tweet out?
That's none of my business. That's not for me to comment.
Well, you just did comment.
Look at her face.
Sorry.
Bro, that is the face of defeat. But you did comment. Look at her. Look at that. Oh man, Pierre just wrecks her. Look at her facial reaction here. After Pierre says, you did comment.
Well, you just did comment.
Oh, the look of defeat, bro. Oh my God. But you did comment. Look at the look of defeat here. This is the look of... Oh, that is a defeated leftist right here, guys. This is beautiful. Look at that face. That is a defeated face. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Okay. So, I just hope you're not going to print something that you have to apologize for again. Okay.
Oh, Pierre's the best. Pierre's the best. I don't know about you guys, but watching her facial reactions to what Pierre says makes this 10 times funnier than the clip I posted yesterday. And I'm so happy that this actually came out. But you know what else is funny? The guy beside her, fellow reporter, he knew. Look at him. He knew what was about to happen. Just look at his face. Face palm. Because he knew Pierre Poilievre was about to have himself another viral moment. Oh, the left. They are not sending their brightest. They truly are not. Or maybe, how about I ask you this question? Is that the best they have? Are they sending their best? I don't know. Tell me. You guys want to know what the crazy part about all this is? Is that with this $600 bailout to the media, apparently the subsidy per reporter is at $29,750 per year. You heard that right. $30,000 a year of tax money goes to each one of these reporters. Do you guys think that these woke reporters are worth $30,000 a year of taxpayer money to subsidize what they are doing right now? Because I don't. In our next story, it appears that Justin Trudeau's channel, his YouTube channel, continues being a spectacular failure. I'm receiving screenshots here from David Creighton showing Justin Trudeau's latest video on heat pumps yesterday only got 245 views in 13 hours. Absolutely pathetic. We have been covering the failures of Justin Trudeau's YouTube channel on the Pleb Reporters channel here, and I'm going to give you guys an update on how his channel is doing. So that screenshot showed you guys 245 views. Well, to be fair to Justin Trudeau, that heat pump video now has 296 views in 16 hours. Amazing, Justin. He managed to get 40 more views in about 4 hours. Where's Trudeau's bot farms like he has on Twitter? Save the guy. This is sad. But you want to know what's even more sad? Is that Justin Trudeau has 4,100 subscribers. Now, when we covered him a couple of months ago, he had 3,000 something. He is not growing. He has only 4.1K. And the views, honestly, for the most powerful man in Canada are pretty sad. Like 1 month ago, the dude gets 6,500 views in a month. That's pretty bad when you're the Prime Minister of Canada. How about this one here? Another video 2 months ago has 4,000 views, or the one right before that has 4,100 views. Meanwhile, my channel continues growing. I'm almost at 56,000 subscribers, and Justin Trudeau was able to, add a couple of hundred subscribers in a few months. It's honestly sad, but you know what? The Pleb is winning and Trudeau is losing, which means nature is healing. I mean, Trudeau getting ratioed on Twitter, Trudeau having a terribly unsuccessful YouTube channel. This is probably why this announcement came out today, as Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is bringing on a marketing and branding specialist as new executive director of the Prime Minister's Office Communications. Yes, things are so bad for Trudeau that they're bringing in a new communications team. Now, I don't think it's a communications problem. I think it's a Justin Trudeau problem. But hey, if you guys want to try it out, try a new communications team. I look forward to seeing what you come up with, because surely we are going to mock it on this channel, and I can't wait. In our next story, a short but a good one here, as reporter Tamara Ugolini here reports that pictures out of Toronto have emerged of none other than the man of the people himself, guys. The people's politician, Jagmeet Singh, has been spotted here in Toronto with a Versace bag. Do you guys see this? Yes, Jagmeet, the socialist, the guy who wants to tax Loblaws, who blames everything on big corporations and all that. The fakest dude in politics is walking around with a Versace bag. Truly a man of the people. In our next story, it appears that the Liberals are continuing to dive deeper into craziness and conspiracy theories. As their poll numbers are sinking, the Liberals are getting crazier and crazier, as now Justin Trudeau, Mark Garretson, the Liberal Party are now blaming Pierre Poilievre not voting on that free trade agreement on MAGA Republicans. Yes, this is the new fear-mongering from the left. MAGA has arrived to Canada. Let's watch Trudeau's ridiculous words. What do you do when you're desperate, guys? Well, you got to activate the Trump derangement syndrome and blame everything on MAGA. Watch Trudeau just do what he does best. Play to his stupid bass.
Of a right-wing American MAGA-influenced thinking that has made Canadian conservatives, who used to be among the strongest defenders of Ukraine, turn their backs on something Ukraine needs in its hour of need.
MAGA.
That is the danger of the rise of the right-wing influence that is feeling its impact in Canada.
Yes, Justin Trudeau trying to get the swing voter to think that Pierre Poilievre's some kind of MAGA extremist, Trump supporter, whatever. Even calling them an extremist is pretty ridiculous because I love Trump. But I'll tell you this. This is not going to work, Justin Trudeau. Man, we have 4 million Canadians using the food bank. We have homeless camps in every city across Canada. I mean, people are losing their homes. People can't afford homes. People can't even afford rent in this country. You think scaring them over Donald Trump's going to work? You're an idiot. But you know who else is an idiot? None other than Liberal MP Mark Garretson, who we cover a lot on this channel, who is trying the exact same playbook as Justin Trudeau and trying to get everyone riled up about Donald Trump. Let's watch Mark Garretson play the same card here. Nothing makes me happier than laughing at Mark Garretson, the biggest doofus in Parliament. Let's watch this clip here.
I think what Canadians really need to reflect on right now is where Mr. Poilievre has taken the Conservative Party of Canada. We have now seen, not once, but twice in the last 2 days, the importation of this far right-wing American-style politics that's traditionally been occupied in the space of the MAGA movement. We're now seeing this being imported into Canada. Why on earth would the Conservative Party of Canada and their MPs turn their back on Ukraine right now in their time of need? It can be explained by nothing other than the importation of far-right politics written by the hand of somebody like Tucker Carlson.
Oh, nice! So we got a Trump dig here and Tucker Carlson. The importation of far-right politics. Oh boy. Who remembers when the Liberals imported far-left American politics at their recent convention when they invited Hillary Clinton? Because I do. And the L's don't end just there with Mark Garretson. You guys remember yesterday's video when he put out that tweet with the timelines trying to play gotcha with Pierre? Then I came out and showed a screenshot where CTV reported at 1:50 p.m. Well, Mark Garrettson's tweet got itself community noted, guys. Yes, Mark got hit with the community notes. Maybe Mark Garrettson's trying to hit the Guinness Book of World Records for the most misinformation spread by a member of Parliament. But Mark is clearly not the brightest, as yesterday we covered one of his spelling mistakes. We're going to do it again today here because it's just so funny. Mark Garretson, just wait for it. It gets worse. Somebody needs to give this guy Hooked on Phonics. And Mark Garrettson's sidekick, Jennifer O'Connell, is just as dumb as he is. Watch this.
Mr. Speaker, the Conservatives are nothing more than conspiracy theories, personal attacks, just like the Trump administration.
What does that even mean?
The Conservatives are nothing more than conspiracy theories, personal attacks, just
bimbo in politics than Jennifer O'Connell? Seriously, tell me in the comments. But if I can give you guys any hope here with these stupid people leading us, is that Jennifer O'Connell is now projected to lose in a blowout in the next election in Pickering-Uxbridge, where she is trailing the Conservatives by 9% in her own riding, and the Conservatives at 94% likely to win. Nature is healing. Let the Liberals cry, 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 like Clay Thompson here. Look at this tweet, how ridiculous it is. The far right is working hard to take over the world, and Stephen Harper is helping. This is no longer funny. This is dangerous. Guys, we are winning, and we are winning big. Now, in the next year, as we get close to this election, just kick back, buy some popcorn, and enjoy the show of watching the left absolutely lose their mind and expose how crazy they truly are. It's going to be the best show on earth. All right, guys, that's it for today's report. Let me ask you guys a question. 3 videos in 3 days here. If I put out daily videos on this channel, would you guys watch every single day? Or do you guys want me to do a video, let's say, every 2 days? I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments down below, as well as this question. This hour has 22 minutes, keeps putting out clips like they did today. Are you ready to forgive them? Or has the damage already been done? I'd really like to know what you think in the comments down below. Thanks for watching today's report. If you enjoyed it, make sure to share it out, hit the like button, tell your friends about the Pleb on YouTube. My name is the Pleb. This was today's report, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Peace.